everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I have these semi-frosted almond long full cover soft gel nail extensions from Temu. And I want to try these out. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I have a huge stack of nail products from Temu that are from like past Temu haul videos. And I just have so many products that I want to try and make videos on my channel. And I asked you all if you would mind like me doing the videos even if the products are unavailable or if I cannot find the products. And a lot of you mentioned that you do not care whatsoever. So I'm so glad, because I really wanted to try a lot of these products. But as you guys may know, with Temu, sometimes the products become unavailable or they just sell out really fast. So anyways, today I pulled out these almond long soft gel nail extensions. And again, these are from Temu. Here is the brand name here. I did take a quick look on the Temu app, and I was able to find this brand of nail tips on Temu. I'm not sure if I can specifically find these exact ones, but again, I will try my hardest to link them down below in the description box if I can. So just taking a look at this box, I immediately think Aprés. Like, I think this brand really just tried to make an Aprés Gel X dupe, just because the box to me, it just is really giving the brand Aprés, and they are the creators of Gel X. So I just feel like this overall is going to be a great Aprés dupe. Now, of course, if the nail tips are good, I don't think I've tried these yet, so I'm just really excited. I want to take a quick look at these nail tips, just check the quality, the shape, the length, and then I am going to be showing my natural nail prep, and then we will be applying these nail tips. And then of course we're going to do a fun nail design, and I have decided to do a cat eye design. Okay, so let's go ahead and just check out the quality of these nail tips. So I'm just going to pull out the largest size here, the largest size of these nail tips being size 00. First of all, for the length, this is a really nice long length, as you can see. And then for the shape of these are supposed to be almond, but honestly, I'm getting a little bit more of an oval shape. I feel like oval and almond, they are very similar, almost like stiletto ties in there too, because I feel like sometimes almond nails can even look like stilettos. So I feel like all three of those are quite similar. Now, of course, they have their differences, like oval is much more round versus a stiletto. But to me, these are looking a little bit more rounded and more ovally, more like oval shaped than an almond. Not that you can't just do a little bit of light filing and get that into like the perfect almond shape that you are going for. So really, I don't have too many complaints. I just feel like maybe these do look a little bit more oval. And again, that is just a personal preference, just because like I said, again, shapes can differ from person to person. It really just all depends how you like your nail shape. An oval can look like an almond to somebody, an almond could look like a stiletto to somebody. It really just matters to how you are liking your nail shape. So we also have the underside here, which you can slightly see that it does have that semi-frost or that pre-etching. Personally, if I was going to be prepping these nail tips and like prepping my natural nails for the longest wear, I would always still just prep the underside of my nail tips. I don't really show that in my videos just because I do apply a peel off base coat. I have more content to film, so I'm not really wearing the nails, but it is something I want to mention. Even though these do come pre-prepped, I still personally would prep them. I would etch them with an e-file and also chemically etch them with a primer. Now, that is also a personal preference. Some people don't prep their nails tips whatsoever, and they can still get the longest wear out of them. So just something to think about. If you are struggling with your nail tips lasting, you may want to try getting the pre-etched ones or even etching them yourself at home. So here is the nail tip. Here is the side profile. The side profile is really nice. It is a little hard for me to show without it actually being on my natural nails, but these are looking really great. Here is the free edge of the nail. It does have some thickness to it, which is excellent. We love to see that thickness at the free edge, and then also that thickness does have strength to it as well, making it harder to bend the nail tip. Near the cuticle area, it is much thinner, as you guys can see, and also a lot more bendable, a lot more flexible. And we also like that because when we go in and actually apply that nail tip, we're going to have a very nice comfort fit, and it's also just going to allow for a very seamless and flawless transition from our natural nail. Now recently I've started doing this little bend test where I kind of just bend the center of the nail tip. Near the tip of the nail, it's actually a little hard to bend, which is a good thing. And then I get that little white line in the center. It's a little hard to see, especially on camera, but there is a white line going down the center. And then I just bend that out and see if I can get that line to like disappear from the nail tip. And if I can also get the nail tip back to its original shape. When doing this little test, I do try to only focus on bending like the center of the nail, not so much the tip or the a cuticle area here, just because sometimes the nail shape will differ a little bit when you're bending on the cuticle or the free edge a little too much. I feel like this test does focus more so on the actual center of the nail. But I was able to get that line removed. There is no longer a white line down the center of the nail, and the nail tip did go back to its original shape. So that is a really good sign. I would say overall, these are really good quality nail tips. And honestly, if you want something bougie on a budget, if you like the Aprés nail tips, I feel like this would be a great Aprés dupe. I haven't actually tried the Aprés full cover soft gel nail tips. I have tried like their pre-colored French nail tips for their Kuromi Gel X kit, which I really loved those. They were really great quality. And I feel like these are also really great quality nail tips, and I'm sure for a fraction of the price. Honestly, I'm not really sure how much these nail tips are, but they are from Temu, so we do know Temu does have those lower priced products. So these are really great. I now am ready to get these applied, but I do of course want to show my natural nail prep routine in today's video. I like to show that throughout some different videos. I don't always do it because, again, I am a content creator. I do a lot of nail sets, and prepping my nails every single time would be very damaging to my natural nails. But I am going to go ahead and show it in today's video, and then we will get these applied, and then we'll just take a look at how they look once they are all applied. And I may do just a little bit of filing because, like I said, I feel like these are a little bit more oval shape to me, so making them look a little bit more almond is just going to make them look better in my eyes. So let's go ahead and start off with prepping our natural nails. I'm first going to take my cuticle pusher, push back my cuticles, and also using the opposite end to help lift up any of the dead cuticle. Then I'm going to go in with some cuticle nippers. To further help remove the dead cuticle from your natural nail plate, you can also go in with an e-file, but because I do my nails so often, I'm just going to skip over that step because there really isn't much cuticle growth on my natural nails. I'm also going to clip down the length of my natural nails, but this is an optional step. I'm now going to take my buffer to remove the shine from my natural nails. Again, you can use an e-file with a fine grit sanding band to do this. You just gently want to go in and remove the natural shine. And a further little step to help remove the dust, I'm going to take a little bit of rubbing alcohol in that same stiff dust brush and just go back in, and this is just going to further remove any nail dust. And then the rubbing alcohol is also going to help dehydrate my natural nails. Next, I am going to be going in with the Model 1's Nail Dehydrator and Nail Primer. This is a great little set here to help your nails last 28 plus days. So first, the nail dehydrator. Again, this is just going to help dehydrate your natural nails and remove any excess oils. Our natural nails do have oil on them, and if we want the longevity, we want to really clean and get rid of all that oil. So that I went in with one coat. It is air dry and it just really dried out my natural nails. Next, we are going to go in with the nail primer, and this I'm going to go in with one coat to all of the nails. This allows for a better adhesion. You can also go in with 2 coats of primer if you do struggle with lifting. I like to do that on my toenails, but just for my nails today, I'm going to go in with 1 coat of that. I'm going to be taking the base coat and I'm going to go in with a layer of this to all of my nails, and then I will cure. So now that we have our nails prepped, let's go ahead and get our nail tips sized out. And like I always say, we're just going to be sure that they do fit from sidewall to sidewall, and also do any customizing if necessary. So now that I have all of the nail tips all sized out, we are ready to get these applied, and I am just going to be using my Flash Cure Light. This is actually from Temu, and I really love this light. I have been using this for so long. I love that it's magnetic, so you can have it attached to the stand or you can take it off. It's also not like a huge light either, which I really love, and it's also really nice, like the power level to be able to flash cure. It's also rechargeable, another reason why I love it. I will try finding it and linking it below, but I do love using this for my flash cures. I am constantly using it. And then I also just have a 4-in-1 nail glue gel, and this is what I will be using to get these nail tips applied. I also did have to do a little bit of customizing to the pinky nail, just because I was like in between sizes, and it's always best to size up and customize the nail tip to fit you versus sizing down. So now I'm just going to take this gel and apply it into the nail tip. Another reason why I love these semi-frosted nail tips is because it's almost like a great guide to where you need to apply your gel. So I just paint it on where I estimate the natural nail to be, and then I will add just a little extra gel just to be sure I'm going to have enough gel to fully cover my natural nail. I always turn on my Flash Cure Light first, and then I will go in with applying the nail tip starting at the cuticle and then slowly lowering the nail until the gel has reached the free edge of my natural nail. Once the gel has reached the free edge, I will then just hold that nail tip in place and do my Flash Cure. Keep in mind with a smaller flash cure light like this, it is just meant for flash curing. It is not going to fully cure your gel. So you do want to be sure that you also do have a large full powered nail lamp, because once I am all finished getting these nail tips applied, I will go into my large full powered nail lamp and do a full cure. That way I can be sure that the gel does fully cure. And again, I will just repeat this same exact process with applying these nail tips. This has become my favorite method to apply or like get gel extensions, just because how easy it truly is to just size out nail tips, apply them using gel, and then there you go. You have beautiful nail extensions ready for nail art. I just love this method so much, and if you are a beginner, I definitely recommend it. They even make Instant Apex Tip X nails now that give you a more like sculpted acrylic look. So if you really love acrylic, but you're just tired of how long it's taking or even the monomer smell, me personally, try the Tip X nails because they really give a very nice sculpted acrylic look. Or of course you can just get the regular nails if you like just the regular natural look. So here are the nails after I have them all applied. I also went in with my filing and buffing, and I just customized the nail shape a little bit just to make them look a little bit more like almond nails. Again, I mentioned this. If you thought they looked like almond, that's completely fine. I just thought they were a little bit more oval, so I wanted to take the sides in a little bit more. And I'm really loving the nail shape a lot better now. And these are really nice nail tips. I feel they're really great quality. They look really nice. They're really nice around the cuticle area as well because they were thinner. They fit very nicely. And I am just really happy with how these nails turned out. So like I mentioned, I do want to do a cat eye nail design, and I have decided to use this Charm Gel C90. It is a silky purple cat eye gel, and it is so pretty. So before doing any actual like cat eye design, I always like to apply a base layer of cat eye polish onto the nails first. So I'm going to go in with a layer of the cat eye gel to all of the nails, and then before curing, I'm going to take my Ninja Star magnet, the rectangular side, and I'm just going to hover it over the nail to demagnetize the cat eye gel polish. You can use any base color to do this. You don't need to specifically use your cat eye gel. I just prefer using the cat eye gel because it truly gives the the perfect base and it color matches perfectly, because then when I go in with the second coat and I actually use the cat eye gel polish and get the cat eye effect, it's going to be the exact same color. So let's go in here, apply our first coat of cat eye polish, demagnetize, and then we will cure. So now that I have the cat eye base color applied to all of the nails, here are how they are looking. And again, I just demagnetized the cat eye polish, and this is going to act as the perfect base color. So now for the nail art, I actually did find this design on Instagram, so I will go ahead and pop the video up on screen. That way you all can see the original creator and just see the video of what I'm going to be attempting to do. So it's these very beautiful cat eye swirls, and I just loved the concept of how the creator drew on one swirl, used the magnet and then cured, and then drew on another swirl, used the magnet and then cured, and it was just that whole process covering the entire nail in swirls. But instead of doing just the magnet once, they were doing the magnet in between, curing each swirl, and I just really loved the final outcome. So I did put out some of this purple cat eye gel polish onto my palette here. I'm going to be using the same exact cat eye gel. I also do have my flash cure light because, again, in between each swirl, I am going to be flash curing. And then I also have my liner brush here and also my Ninja Star magnet, which I'll be using the cylinder magnet. So I'm going to draw on the swirl, I'm going to use the magnet, and then I will flash cure. And then I'll repeat that same process until I'm fully finished with the nail, covering it in the swirls. And then I will do the full cure, and I'm just hoping this turns out. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm just hoping for the best and hoping that I can get a very nice result. I feel like there really isn't much explaining to do other than what I just explained, so I am going to go ahead and let this process play out, and I will be doing the swirls on 2 of the nails. Well, technically 3. I will also be doing it on my thumb, but like always, doing my thumbnail off camera. So I'm going to do the swirl nail art on my middle and my ring finger, and then I will come back to do the design that I'm going to be doing on my index and pinky. So let's jump right in here and just hope for the best. Again, I'm going to draw on the swirl, I'll then use the magnet, and then I will flash cure, and then I'll do another swirl, repeat the same process, and then I will do my full cure once I'm finished with the entire nail. I'm just going to go ahead and do the other two nails quickly, which for those nails, I'm just going to apply a full layer of cat eye gel to the nails. And the reason I'm doing this is just because I knew those swirl nails were going to take me quite a bit of time. And now that I have a baby now, I can't be sitting and working on my nails for like 4 or 5+ hours. So I definitely cannot do those swirls on all of the nails. So just keeping it simple on the other nails, I'm just going to be taking the gel polish, applying it to the nail, and then going along the sides with the cylinder magnet to bring out the sparkle, and then doing my cure. So here are the nails after I am all finished with the top coat applied and I did my cure. I also went ahead and did my thumbnail off camera. I really love how these turned out. I'm now going to go in with my cuticle oil. I'm going to apply that to my cuticles, rub that in to nourish them, and of course, like I always say, top off the nail set. And here is the finishing look for how these nails turned out. I really love the cat eye swirls. I think that turned out super fun. There is also another like cat eye swirl design going around that is very trendy right now, using like the little magnetic pen. Daily Charm does sell that, and honestly I was debating whether or not to do that design or try this design. I was kind of in between and ended up picking this one. I really do want to try the other one though. I remember doing a little design on a Halloween nail set with that magnetic cat eye pen, and it's really cool. Here is a little cat eye swatch stick that I did using that magnetic cat eye pen. So let me know if you guys would love to see a full nail set with me trying this cat eye swirl. Honestly, I feel like this is a bit easier just because you don't really need to do any nail art. You just apply the cat eye polish and then you use the cat eye magnet. I will leave the links to all of the products that I did use in today's video down below in the description box, of course, if I can find the ones from Temu. I really hope you all did enjoy today's video, but as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.